Sweet. And you're going to be hosting a training at noon and 5 tomorrow?
Noon and 5 tomorrow, yeah. To help everybody out, man.
Awesome. Awesome. All right.
We're live, brother.
We are live. I can see that we're live.
How's everybody's Mondays going?
I got stuck in traffic today, so mine not so good.
Yeah, Karen got stuck in like super bad traffic today too. Everyone's like below the speed limit.
Oh man, like I don't know how. Like I did a go live about this earlier about I don't know how people commute for an hour each way to work. You know, for 5 days a week. I'm like, I can't even do it for 10 minutes, let alone fucking an hour each way. Like legit, like I could feel my inner stress like rising every second, and I'm just like, why would they do construction, rush hour traffic on a Monday in this location? Why would they not do this at night? Because it was ridiculous. There's 2 lanes condensed to 1. Oh, the anger, the stress. I don't know how some of you guys do it. Like Megan drives over an hour to Burnaby just to go to work each way. I'm like 2 hours commuting a day. I'm like, I don't know how you do this. This would kill me. I'd be dead by 30.
Yeah, like it's a heart attack, man. It would happen, right? Like it just happens. Like I couldn't do it either, bro. Like I remember even my 10-minute drive to work, I was fucking losing my mind.
Awesome. So I'm starting to see people start popping onto the live stream here. If you guys are already DFM members, if you're not a DFM member and you have questions about what this automation is all about, what it entails and how it works, please drop questions. This is a Q&A. Awesome. Misha says it's going, baby. Heck yeah, baby. He's going, Misha. He is going, brother. All right.
Yeah.
Awesome. So me and Mark, we're just going to kind of shoot the shit until people drop in some questions. The training that Mark shot was so good because Mark's such a stud. It's pretty step-by-step, pretty easy to follow. If you members have any questions, please let us know. Or if, like I said before, if you're not in DFM, just blast out these questions and we'll be able to answer them for you. All right,
guys. So if you guys are looking at like, hey, like why are these guys in front of you? It's because we did a bunch of upgrades. So I'm sure you guys already have seen our beautiful mugs multiple times, mostly Kelland's beautiful mug because, like look how glorious it is. What we've done is we already had a very profitable, very automated system. And we just decided that Kelland he's just like, you know what, Mark? I want to make everything as easy as possible for everybody. And every pretty much meeting, he would bang the table. He's like, Louisa, this needs to happen. And eventually we broke down and we're like, we're going to do this. So because of Kelland's amazing passion towards wanting this automation, he now made everybody's life so much easier and automated to make money online. And if you guys don't know what automation is, Kelland's going to describe it to you right now.
So automation is when you don't have to do anything and you just don't do anything. Automation is where you get technology to take over a job that would normally be yours to do, and you just sit back and relax. Okay. So one of the, hold on, I'm just trying to just give me 3 seconds here. I'm just trying to navigate to the open group. For some reason, it's not popping up. There it is. Awesome. 1 second. I just want to be able to see the comment. Perfect. Anyway, so automation, how does that apply to DFM? How does that apply to your affiliate marketing business? If you're running one, how does it apply to any business? So when you're running advertising, guys, a lot of advertising on Facebook or any other social media platform gets a lot of engagement. So this means comments, this means messages, especially for high ticket sales. Now, if you are marketing high ticket products, low ticket products, medium ticket products, you can imagine that a lot of your time is going to be spent responding to questions or comments on your advertising. So what we've done is we've created a super bot, so to speak, so if you run an app promoting a product or service, someone does not click on your link to take them to the product and they just dip out. Let's say they drop a comment or they send you a message and they don't go to the third-party site, they just leave, they shut down. What we've created is a bot that actually sends a message to your leads and deals with whatever comments you get on your advertising or messages you receive onto your page. And literally once, that comment has been dropped or a message has been sent, you literally just sit back and do nothing, and the bot takes care of your sale for you. So, this really allows, if, you want to go traveling, like I was just in Panama, and the internet there was completely shit. There was only one good place in Panama City where I found good internet. And like some of these little tiny islands didn't have power, they didn't have anything. So, at this point, it would have been great if we would have launched this before I left, Mark. But, this did take us over $20,000 invested. It took us over 3 months to create. And now that it's been created and it's in function and it's converting very well, at least for Mark, you're crushing sales there, Brad. But now that it's working, I can go back to those islands and not have to worry about dealing with whatever messages my page receives or comments that are dropped on my advertising. So really, stepping up in the industry. We're using some of the most advanced software known to man thus far in 2019. And one other thing that we've done that's completely revolutionary is we've been able to sync up this software to work as one. And no one else in this industry has ever done this ever before. It's never been done, which is something really, really cool. I take pride in that. So, yeah.
It's huge. I mean, there's tons of other systems out there. There's lots of different, like, say, options or anything like that out there, but there is nobody that has this kind of sophistication of a system that is really helping people with no experience level be able to use something so sophisticated where, I mean, it's literally just clicking like 5 buttons and you're linked up to something that a genius would have to create. So, I mean, really helping people with no experience level be able to use something. I like to listen to myself, so we're good.
You're just bogged right now.
So bogged. Like 5 buttons. But yeah, guys, I mean, that's basically what we've been able to create. Is really just something that's going to generate sales for you. So if you've ever wondered like how people are able to find a lot of success online, but still able to travel the world, do things that they like or love with their time, this is how it's done. It's having software, having machinery, having automation working for you so you can continue to be successful and continue to enjoy your life instead of grinding it out at a job that you probably don't love as much as you would being lying on a Panama beach or, playing with your kids or whatever it is, guys. And that's what we've done here. We've always, not only have we always wanted to deliver global prosperity, but we're a huge advocate of quality of life. We do, as Kelland was just talking about, we're such pampered little bitches that we our commute every day is to our computers, basically. And it's amazing to have that kind of quality of life where you can kind of dictate where you want to be, when you want to be, because you don't really have that schedule. It's forcing you to get anywhere any single day. And I mean, that's a privilege. That's a huge privilege that we're able to have. Now we're able to provide for every one of you guys.
Like, yeah, automation's where it's at. If you're not changing, then you're stagnant. That's exactly how it goes. Like, just kind of getting a little off topic here is, a lot of people, including myself 3 years ago, were trapped in traditional ways of thinking and traditional ways of living life, right? 100 years ago, or even 20 years ago, you had to go to work to get a job to pay, so you pay your bills, feed your family and stuff like that. Well, sorry, but the world's not the same as it was 20 years ago or 100 years ago, right? We're all brought up to believe that it's okay to invest, multiple tens of thousands of dollars into an education to get a job that you think you'd enjoy doing until you retire at 65. Excuse my French, but fuck that. I don't know about you guys, but I'm a strong believer in the sense that we should all be doing what we love on a daily basis. Like, life does not have to be like that. And we all think it's okay because our grandparents did it and our parents did it. So that's all they know. So that's what they teach us. So my question to all of you is, I'm not going to do this for my kids, but my question to you is, are you going to teach your kids how to live life the exact way that you're living it now? And I can safely assume that 80% or maybe even more of you do not love what you do. Or if you truly believe that you can make, 50 grand a month online or somewhere in that ballpark, you would not do what you do now. Right? Like, and the only thing stopping you to make that a reality for yourself is action, right? Like, that's the number one thing, is believing that it's possible. If Mark can do it, if I can do it, if countless other entrepreneurs out there online can have multiple 5-figure months every single month or more, why can't you? The only difference between you and them is they started before you, right? They've been through trial and error. They've found solutions to problems. And because of that, they are where they are today, right? Like, I started my first Facebook page, I think it was like January 2010. I was a late bloomer when it came to Facebook. I never really liked Facebook, and I finally started one. And if you were to ask me back in 2010, 9 years ago, you were asking me, or telling me, you're going to run a full online business using Facebook as your major marketing platform, I would have laughed in your face. I didn't even know it was possible. I didn't even know that you could run advertising on Facebook. I didn't know how Facebook generated revenue. I didn't know anything about marketing. So it's really crazy looking back, thinking to myself, oh, okay, I'm going to create a Facebook page because everybody else is. And then now running multiple businesses and generating revenue from using Facebook as a marketing platform. It just dumbfounds me. It's insane. But yeah, like back on topic, change with changing times. If you don't change with changing times, you're going to get left in the dust, just the way that it is. So, my question to you is, are you going to plug in now, learn the skills, and take that leap of faith and never give up and eventually become good at it and have success with it? Or are you just going to be like, oh, maybe next year you're going to do the exact same shit, 8 hours a day, 5 days a week, and you're going to think to yourself a year from today, oh, fuck, I should have plugged in back then. I could have already had the results I wanted to quit my job or to travel more to do what I love. Right? Time is more valuable than anything else. And again, that's why it gets me so pissed off to get stuck in traffic. Like, I'm stuck in traffic, even though it's only 10, 20 minutes. I'm like, fuck, this is my time. I'm never going to get it back. Right? I don't know. What's your view?
Yeah, for sure, man. I agree. And it's not just that, man. Like, everyone's at where they're at in their life, right? And pretty much everyone's always trying to further themselves. Like, whenever you think like you're pondering about life, it's not like, hey, how can I make my life worse? It's like, how can I make my life better all the time, right? So you have a job, you have, say, job security at this moment in time. And Kelland and me always laugh and joke around that we have the most job security out of any other profession out there because we get to dictate how much money we make, right? We trade money to make more money. And you can't say that, because I talk to people on a daily basis that they've been following me for 3 or 4 months and they're thinking about getting started. All of a sudden they lose their job. So instead of thinking about, getting started, thinking about, maybe changing your life, the only reason why you're thinking about it is because you actually want it. You're just too fucking scared. It's plain and simple. That's really the only equation there. The numbers don't lie. And you're going to potentially, you could lose your job. Like, who knows? Like, there's tons of automation getting put in all these different jobs. You think all the cashiers thought 10 years ago that their jobs are going to be lost because, Walmart or all these other stores have now put in like so much towards automation. I know I go to Save On Foods, like, and if you guys aren't Canadian, you probably don't know what Save On Foods is. It's just a grocery store. I go there, and like half the time they may not even have a lane open or one lane open. It's because they don't want to pay their employees. They want you to do the work yourself, and everyone's such like a lemming that they're fine with doing that. Not me. I always go to the cash register. I refuse to work myself to cash through my own groceries. But that's the thing, that the automation's everywhere, guys. If you don't get with the times will catch up to you. You'll lose your job. You're in a worse situation instead of just pushing yourself to get to where you really want to be. Because when you've lost that job, it's too late. You don't have the means to fund your business anymore, and you can't further yourself. And now you're further behind because you didn't want to get ahead.
Yeah, that's right. Actually, me and Mr. Danny Fawson is here. He's like my brother from another mother. On our coaching call a few days ago, we were talking about his job. Did he love it? I don't know how much money did he need to make so that he could quit. And I had asked him, I'm like, well, is your job secure? Like, are you sure you're going to have that income, to fund your business, run your advertising? He goes, yeah, it's completely secure. And then today, we had a follow-up, and he said, oh yeah, I'm going to be getting laid off next week, chances are. So, there's no such thing as job security. The safest thing to invest in is always into yourself, because you control the pace and the outcome every single time, right? There's no such thing as job security. And let's face it, you're never going to make it over rich working for somebody else. So if you crave an extraordinary life, you got to start a business, right? And so, looking at it from that perspective, you could start a brick and mortar business. I'm sure you'll make a lot of money. I'm sure you can have massive amounts of success with that. With all of that being said, it's going to take a lot more time and energy to run a brick and mortar business as it is for an online business. Because again, they're not outdated. There's always going to be brick and mortar stores, but they take a lot more energy to run. They rely on the economy a lot more. Like if the economy crashes, your brick and mortar business is pretty much fucked. Whether if it's an online business, you can simply market in other areas or other countries, right? So you're not relying on the economy or the well-being of your area, to decide whether or not your business is going to be successful. So that's like a very, very powerful thing for me. And another thing was not having employees. So if you have a brick and mortar business that's doing really, really, really well, and you're going to need employees to run it. Employees don't always do what they should. You have to babysit them. It takes a lot of time, a lot of energy to make that work. Not only that, but if your business does go in the shitter, now you have to think about firing these people. And that's something that really, really sucks. Obviously, I've never had to do it, but you could imagine. So yeah, I want to get some questions going here. Who has any questions for the automation and what we've created here?
We got a lot of likes, man. Not as much questions. They must already be digging it, bro.
Digging it. All right. Well, anyways, if you guys have been following DFM and our members for a long time and you have not pulled the trigger yet, there's a reason why you haven't. Whether that's skepticism, which is completely understandable. You should be skeptical. If you weren't skeptical, I'd say you're stupid. Skepticism, maybe it's fear of failure. Maybe you feel like it's just not the right time. It never will be, by the way. It's always the right time to try something new. Whatever that might be, and if you have questions or maybe fears, why don't you reach out to Mark or myself or somebody within DFM and get those questions answered. And then you can really narrow in and figure out, if it's right for you. Like, do you think you could, have success with this? Are you capable? Can you learn? Can you follow simple instructions? Are you coachable? Are you trainable? Right. And once you've decided yes on that, well, then it's a simple matter of pulling the trigger, getting your foot in the door and learning the skills that you need to create a lifestyle of freedom for yourself. Right. That's it. Right. If anybody's watching the replay, please comment replay, as well as if you guys are checking out the replay and you have questions, feel free to send a message to Digital Freedom Movement or to Kelland Chaffee or Mark Wilson in specific, and we will answer those questions for you guys. All right. Mark, is there anything else you wanted to pop out and say?
No, I think that was amazing close. Just comment. We'll always be moderating our comment section as well, guys. So just let us know if you guys do have it, and you guys want to just post in there. We'll be good there too. But yeah, guys, I mean, nothing's going to change unless you change yourself. That's the definition of insanity. So if you want to seem like you're insane, like I was for so many years, that's probably time.
That's right. Awesome, guys. All right. Hope you guys have an epic Monday. Crush out the rest of the week. Much love. We're out.